What's good, YouTube? This is Daybreak748 coming back at you guys with some more awesome figure reviews. Today we are taking a look at Musashi Kai from the Kankolai or Kantai Collection line from the Armor Girls Project to Machinations Bandai. Now guys, when Bandai first said that they were going to be going into the Kantai Collection franchise, I was like, wow, this is great. It's gonna give Figma a run for its money because I know what Bandai can do with their figures, such as the Power Rangers figures, the Dragon Ball Z figures. They look fantastic, they look great, they feel great. It's just everything is great. Paint job, excellent, you name it, they got it. But when we first saw their first release, and it was Yamato, she was terrible. She was crap, literally. The little flower petals that's supposed to be on her hair looked like bubblegum. The paint job was just a mess. The articulation was okay. It was mostly all there, but the joints were very loose. These big armor pieces, the battleship pieces were loose. Paint was rubbing off. It was just a hot mess. But after that release, I guess they've gotten enough negative feedback. They went back and they started redoing and repainting and just changing everything that was wrong and negative, and now they're slowly building up I guess their confidence when it comes to the customers, because that was a poor showing, and it was like $100-something figure. So yeah, for the price point, it was not worth it. Now there were two other releases before Musashi Kai, and they seem to be getting better and better as they progress. So I was like, you know what? Hell, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to try picking up one of these girls. So I decided to pick up the latest one, Musashi Kai. So here she is. This is the glorious packaging that she comes in. I mean, damn, the packaging is pretty freaking epic. I love this black and white contrast. I love the gold right there. I love her name. Everything about this package screams exclusive. It just feels great too. I mean, the picture that they put right in front looks fantastic. On the side right here, you have another pose of Musashi Kai. On the back, you have many different poses you can get her in, and it also showcases the different faces you could get her with. And on this side, you have another picture of the same figure. So there you have it, guys. That is the box. So let's take Musashi Kai out of package and we'll see what she has to offer. Guys, give me a sec. Be right back. Alright guys, and we are back. We have Musashi Kai out of package, and before I bring her into the frame, let's start with the accessories. So the first two accessories I would like to show off are some crucial pieces that you're going to need. The first one being this piece right here. This will show you how to properly place the two armor bits right here onto the main frame right there. If you do not do it this way and you try to force it in any other way, you could definitely damage the joint, and that is going to be a very big problem because she is not a cheap figure. So please make sure you read this. Second is the instruction manual. Now the instruction manual is freaking intense. First, up here, it shows you all the different accessories you get with her. So that's pretty cool. It shows you first how to swap out the glasses from the hair. It tells you to be careful. It says here, warning, delicate. It also shows you how to swap out the pieces. It shows you how to place the stands in her or on her. Then you get to the more detail-oriented areas of the manual. It tells you how to place everything in, tells you how to make the stand, tells you what should rotate, what doesn't rotate. It tells you everything you could possibly ever need. So definitely take a look at this. You do not want to be messing around with this figure if you don't know what the heck you're doing. So please be careful. So first, we took care of the manual and whatnot, so let's move on to her accessories. So the first set of accessories that you get, I'm holding it backwards, it's a set of glasses. I'm pretty impressed that Bandai did this. They included not one set but two set of glasses, and this is not even the one that actually comes with the figure. So if you want her to have her without her glasses or her holding the glasses, etc., then these are the ones for you. So that's pretty nice. The next accessory I would like to show off is the front hairpiece. Now this one is used for those times when you don't want Musashi Kai to have her glasses on her face. If you want her to have them on like the top, resting on top of her head, etc., this is the one for you. Alright, moving on to a minor accessory, but a pretty legit one. It's this gray piece. Now this took a while for me to figure out what the heck this thing was, and this is actually a spare piece that goes into her back, and I'll show you guys when I get into the figure review itself. But if you happen to break one of these pegs on the original one, they gave you one just in case, so that's pretty cool. Alright, on to the many different faces of Musashi Kai. So the first face that you get with her is this one right here, and it is her pissed off yelling at someone face. Now be careful, it does tell you on the manual that these faces, the paint can rub off, so you do not want to be putting pressure on her eyes, etc. So that's that. Sculpting looks fantastic. I really like the paint job. It looks great. The next face that you get with her is this embarrassed, timid type of look. Looks pretty cute. I like it. It's pretty nicely done. The next one is this, you guys can put whichever label you want, but I call this the erotic face. She has that blush going on, and or it could be a sad face, but with her glasses she looks very, But anyways, sculpting is great. Paint job once again is pretty fantastic. So far I am digging all of the accessories. Now on to the hands, and you get a buttload of them. There's some here. I didn't even pick up all of them, to be honest with you. There's a lot. There's a lot of hands. So it's all of these right here, and it's your standard posed hands, open palm hands, fist hands, semi-open palm hands, you name it, those are all here. So that's that. Now let's get to what everyone's been waiting for, the actual figure herself. So there you have it, guys. We have Musashi Kai here, and I have her posed in a little way and on her base. So what comes with this figure? This big giant hunk of plastic right here comes with the figure. The big giant hunk of plastic right here, this comes with the figure. And surprisingly enough, these two arm pieces also come with the figure. When it comes to like DBZ figures and stuff, usually they don't include those kind of pieces, but for this figure they definitely did, and it's definitely needed. Why? Because these joints right here, these battleship pieces, are super heavy, so it's definitely going to fall. Now the one minor gripe I do have with this figure, and I guess we'll go take care of all the negative parts right now so we could just focus in on the good parts later. The first thing is the joint systems that they use. So the joint right back there, joint right back there, those pieces are not ratchet joints. It's just I don't know what you call it. It's just pegged into it pretty much. So obviously this piece weighs a ton, so it's definitely not going to be able, these two pieces right here weigh a ton, so they're definitely not going to be able to hold up that weight. So every time you have this thing posed, it would just literally fall. And that really sucks. I really don't like that. But then again, that's the reason why they incorporated the stand, because you definitely need it. Once you get these two pieces pegged in, if you take a look, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do it this way. If you take a look at her back, you see that part right there? That's kind of the metal or the gray plastic piece that's supposed to represent metal. That is where, give me a sec, this piece comes in. This piece is actually attached to this frame and it pegs into Musashi Kai's back. So if you happen to break it, they gave you another one so you could swap out. So that's pretty freaking legit. And then the last accessory that you get with her that you have to attach on her is this blaster, a battleship piece, and it just slides in right here. Not hard to do, and that's that. Now, the cool thing about this is the fact that all of these turret pieces are all movable. So you can move this like this. You can have it more up like that. These turrets right here, they're on their individual joints, so you can move them whichever way you like. Also, you can fully rotate these, so that's pretty cool. Next, these pieces right here are also on just a swivel, and these are actually movable as well. So that's pretty epic. And to make it even better, these little tiny little itty bitty pieces, they also move. So you can move them left, right. You can't really move them up or down, but you guys get the picture. And lastly, on the back, these little turrets right here, do they move? Of course they do. So that's pretty freaking epic. And the last item that actually moves is the other turret piece, which is on our side right here. And those actually move as well. So overall, I love the battleship pieces. They look pretty fantastic, and it's epic how nice it actually looks. Now, will Figma ever release these bigger battleship girls? Who knows? But I see some progress with, for example, Nagato that was just released, and Mutsu. They have more heavy infantry on them, so I think they will be releasing some of the bigger batter girls. I think it'll be pretty epic. So that's that for the actual figure. Now, or the actual battleship piece. Now I'm going to try and take her off. Give me a sec. Alright, so here we go. And that's the peg that I was telling you about. Alright, I'm going to move this to the side and let's take a look at Musashi Kai. She is done perfectly. I really like all the detail that went into this figure. The paint job for the most part is okay. The hair, the sculpting is quite nice. These pieces are right here are very fragile, so be careful. They're stiff plastic, so if you don't want to be putting too much pressure on them. As you guys can clearly see, this hair piece right here has the glasses attached to it, so you don't need to worry about fidgeting it to make it look perfect. It will always be perfect as long as you're using the one that actually has the piece on it, the glasses on it. Now, if you take a look at her face, she has the default smiling or smirking face, which is quite nice. I like this little emblem that she has here. Don't know what it stands for, but that looks pretty good. Her little handkerchief piece looks pretty good. The bandages that are around her arms, her chest, her stomach, her legs, etc., they look pretty freaking nice. I like it. So that's that. The white do have some like paint blotches. For example, right back here, there's that black paint right there. The whites here kind of get a little fuzzy, but overall not bad. I also like this jacket piece that's kind of like hanging off her shoulders. It kind of reminds me of Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh, where he kind of had his jacket as like a cape. It does remind me some sort like that, so that's pretty cool. She has a bullet in between her fingers. Now this is where the paint defect comes into play. As you guys can clearly see, there's a huge blotch of paint right there, which is a bit annoying, especially for the price point of this figure. But if you have her angled in a way that that part doesn't show, it looks pretty good. These pieces right here, be careful with, because they are quite fragile. It's only being held by this little piece right here and this little piece right here. So if you're pulling at it, you could definitely break it. These two ports right here are where the pegs go in. This thing, like I said, just connects right on top. The little bullets that you see around her, or ammo around her, is just done nicely, and overall she looks pretty fantastic. Articulation, her head can look up, can look down pretty far, which is nice, left and right. It is a little hindered by these hair pieces and the cape pieces, but it's okay. The arms are unfortunately hindered a lot because she can't move it past this part right here. She does have all the articulation you could possibly want though. It's built in, but you just can't use it because of this hard plastic piece. So there is a bicep swivel here, double jointed or single joint, but it's better than, you get better than 90 degrees right there. She does have a wrist rotation. She has the in and out, which is quite nice. She has an upper diaphragm swivel right underneath her chest. I mean, damn, look at that. But anyways, she has a waist swivel built in. It's underneath her skirt. At the legs, as you guys can clearly see, you get more than 90 degrees here. For the knees, her knees can kick out about that far, or legs can kick out that far. The knees can bend just like that. She has feet articulation, can go down that far, can go up that far, and she doesn't have a rocker, unfortunately. So there you have it, guys. So I'm sure someone's gonna ask, Daybreak, how does she compare to the Figmas? Well, let me show you. So I'm going to bring in Shimikaze right here. Obviously Shimikaze is a younger character. She's like a teen or a preteen, so her physique is a lot younger looking, less mature looking, while Musashi Kai here is fully developed. So yeah, but nevertheless, they look fantastic together. If you are going to collect the AGP line and the Figma line, you can intermix them and they will be perfect with one another. The scaling is great and I have no complaints whatsoever. So there you have it, guys. If you guys can look past the loose joints on the armor piece, if you can look past the paint defects, then Musashi Kai here is definitely one to pick up. So there you have it. This was my review on Musashi Kai from the AGP line, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. Please rate, comment, subscribe like you always do. And until next time, this is Daybreak 748, and I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.